The idea of the U.S. launching an attack on Iran is often viewed by critics as a strategic mistake, driven by flawed intelligence, political miscalculations, or excessive aggression. Here are some key reasons why such an action might be considered foolish: risk of escalation into a wider war. Iran has regional proxies like Hezbollah, Hamas, and various Iraqi militias that could retaliate against U.S. interests and allies. A U.S. strike could trigger a broader Middle Eastern conflict, dragging in Israel, Saudi Arabia, and other regional players. Iran might escalate asymmetrically by targeting oil shipping lanes, Strait of Hormuz, or U.S. military bases in the region. No clear exit strategy. Recent U.S. military interventions in Iraq, Afghanistan have shown that regime change or limited strikes often lead to prolonged quagmires. Iran's government is deeply entrenched. Bombing would likely strengthen hardliners rather than weaken the regime, undermining diplomacy. Attacking Iran would destroy any chance of reviving the JCPOA, Iran nuclear deal, or future. It would isolate the U.S. from European allies who favor diplomatic engagement. Economic consequences. Global oil prices would spike, hurting the world economy. Iran could disrupt critical shipping routes, impacting global trade. Strengthening Iran's position. Historically, foreign aggression has increased nationalist support for the Iranian regime. For example, after the U.S. drone strike on Qasem Soleimani in 2020. An attack could push Iran to accelerate its nuclear program rather than restrain it. Moral and legal questions. Without UN approval or clear evidence of an imminent threat, a U.S. attack would violate international law. Civilian casualties could fuel anti-American sentiment worldwide. Historical lessons. The U.S. invasions of Iraq 2003 and Afghanistan 2001 serve as warnings. Military action based on exaggerated threats or regime change fantasies often leads to chaos, not stability. Conclusion: unless Iran directly attacks U.S. forces or allies, a unilateral military strike would likely backfire, destabilizing the region and harming America's long-term interests. Diplomacy, sanctions, and deterrence are generally seen as less risky alternatives.